Hey guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to get a great discussion on gaming and all that surrounded. Now, on to today's topic. Nintendo's February Direct has ended. It's come and gone, and now we're just left with our own devices. We're left with fan opinion, fan reviews, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're left with now. And I've been a fan for a long time now, and I've been watching the Nintendo Directs since they pretty much started a while ago, years ago. And I know a good one when I see one. And in my opinion, this was a really good one. I think the fan base has been pretty happy with this one too. I've been seeing nothing but praise for this Direct. You have some people that complain a little bit, but you always get that. And I think that with every Direct there is uh, overhype. Especially I feel like especially these days, where the directs now are fewer than they were before. They happen less often, but I feel like the quality has gone up a little bit too. So I think that showed in this direct. So I think that this is one of the better directs. Me personally, did I want more? Sure. There's a lot of things I didn't see that I really wanted to see, but I'm gonna try and focus on the things that they did show today, and how I feel about them and whatnot. So let's get into that. So today's direct, it's a good thing. Before we start, it's a good thing started at like 4 o'clock or something like that. Sometimes they do this stuff at like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that, something ridiculous. But 4 o'clock, some people are either heading home or got home or something like that. But they started off with Mario Maker, and that's been leaked. It's been leaked. A couple of these games have been leaked. I missed a lot of the leaks. Like I saw someone talking about Mario Maker and all this other junk, but that was pretty much it. But this one came true, and that's Mario Maker 2. It looks good. I mean, I did not. Unfortunately, I didn't get the first one. I did not get the first Mario Maker. But this one does look good. I mean, it's really, what can you do with Mario Maker? It's a type of game where all you have to do is add more tools to your arsenal, and that's fine. And this one was, I think Mario Maker 2 it's a good choice for them to make a sequel, as opposed to like just what would you call it, remastering the last one, because there's no real need to remaster the last one. Saying that's a sequel just I guess adds to its appeal. Doesn't feel like they're reusing the same thing over and over again. And this type of game, really all you have to do is have the main game from the last one, like all the main tools, and then add more, and then you got your sequel. So with all the remasters that Nintendo has done before, this is a pretty good sequel, I guess you can call it. So what else did they start off with? Well, the big one that they talked about was Zelda. That's when they ended on, and it looks pretty good. I think it looks really good. I thought the anime opening, or the the direction, I thought it was animated pretty well. And like as soon as I saw it, because I was just like, I started off with the bubbles and then, the turbulent water and whatnot, and I was just like, what is this? And then as soon as I saw Link, I was like, oh yeah, that's that new Zelda game that they've been talking about, and they've been hiring people for it. So this looks pretty cool. I did not play the original Link's Awakening. I had a Game Boy back in the day, but I just didn't. I wasn't a Zelda fan because I was so young. But it does look pretty cool. I've heard nothing but good things about Link's Awakening, so I'm kind of happy about it. I'm kind of hyped about it a little bit. It looks really good too. The art style. I mean, as soon as I saw it, the art style was just like it kind of comes off as like kind of kiddie. What I'm saying? It reminds me a lot of that claymation thing that they did with Kirby, and the arts and crafts thing they're doing with Yoshi. But after the first few seconds, it was like, oh well, it's it has charm to it. So I think the more they show off of this game, the better it's gonna look. They didn't show off much of it. It was like 30 seconds, minus all that stuff in the beginning. So it wasn't really much. But it did look really good. So had a lot of charm and whatnot. So I think I'm pretty excited for it. It's coming out this year, which is a pretty good thing. That's probably gonna make a lot of the stock investors happy about that. So, especially since the last Zelda did really well. But this is a really good. I think this is a really good choice to for their next Zelda game on this system because it's an old school. It's a remake. It's an old school version of Zelda. It's not the game changing thing they did with Breath of the Wild, and it just looks nice. We all want a kind of another Zelda game and whatnot. I would have preferred something along the lines of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but I don't think this is a bad choice. I think it's pretty good. So, another one they've been talking about is Fire Emblem, and I've been just excited about that game. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem myself lately. So the the 3DS games. I didn't get to play the last one, the Valencia one, but the 3DS Fire Emblem games have been, from what I played, or the two that I played, are to me the best games on the system. Just my personal opinion. They played really well. I thought the story was fine. People complain about Fates, but I liked it. It was enjoyable. So I've been enjoying it. I think Fire Emblem has come a long way from what it is, and what they showed off, the footage they showed off today looked pretty interesting. They you start off as a professor at the school. You kind of teaching your students whatever. It looks really good too. I think the 3D models look pretty good. They have, the whole anime aesthetic. Looks good. I don't mind the anime aesthetic and whatnot. But the systems they have in place, they still looks like they still have that helping system. The support system they had in the other games. Seems like they really overhauled the conversation system that they had in other games too. Looks like, I got a feeling, looks like you're going to be chatting in different places and whatnot in the school. So it's not just like a backdrop and whatnot. The art style looks really good. It's different. It's changed from the last games, and it looked really good. Changed ever so slightly. It's not a big change, but it's a slight. Proportions are different and whatnot, and the details on the facial structure is different too. So I like it. I like it. It looks a little bit more mature. You know what I'm saying? It's since we're talking about anime, it looks less shonen and more seinen, I guess, if that makes sense. But it looks really good. I am just eagerly awaiting this game. The story looks really interesting. I still don't like the house's name. I don't like Three Houses. It's just a kind of a weird name, but I got a feeling this is going to be a really good, not a sleeper hit, definitely not a sleeper hit, but it's gonna be reviewed pretty highly, I think. Expect DLC though, like the other games. So that's coming out on July 26th. There's a lot of these games are coming out in the between now and July. So the summertime, I should say. So it's they did a pretty good choice of games to show off for this first half of the year. Maybe not much in February, but March onward, and it just happens to be, I think, late March and whatnot. But there's other games coming out. What else did they show? Tetris 99. I'm looking at my notes. Tetris 99, which is like a battle royale of a puzzle game, which is hilarious with all the Fortnite stuff going on, all the battle royale crap. This is just a hilarious little take on it, and I haven't played Tetris in a long time. I think this is kind of a funny little parody on the trend that's going on, and I did not expect that in a puzzle game. So whatever. As a base, it's still Tetris, but I think it's still gonna be fine. What else did they show? Mortal Kombat 11. We've known about it, and that's coming out in April. But we've known about it for a while, but it's still really interesting to see Mortal Kombat on a Nintendo system after so many years. I got a feeling that footage today that we saw was not the Switch footage. I got a good feeling. But still, they've been able to do some really interesting things on the Switch. that is that a lot of people didn't think was feasible. So I still kind of expect that game to look good. What else was there? Yoshi's Crafted World looked pretty good. I mean, a lot of these games I'm just pleased with seeing. Yoshi's Crafted World still has that crafted aesthetic. Everything's all, everything that you find in arts and crafts really still has the vehicle changing thing where Yoshi changes the vehicle and all the things that we expect from a Yoshi game. It's it looks fun and cute and to play and whatnot. So it's another relaxing kind of game to play. Something to just relax with. You play if you play all the violent games and whatnot, this is a nice little chill game. You know what I'm saying? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 got announced. It's coming in the summertime. I didn't play the Marvel games when I was younger, or Marvel Alliance games, but I'm glad to see the fans are happy about that. Dragon Quest 11 is coming out in the fall. That was I really enjoyed the PlayStation 4 version, but the Switch version looks like it is just ramping up the not the choices, the extras and whatnot that goes into that game. There's you could play all in 2D. There's you could choose to play the game all in 2D in the classic mode, so that looks pretty cool. They did that with the 3DS version, so I'm really happy to see it on the Switch version. But just the regular high definition version just looks really good too. So they're adding a lot of stuff, English and Japanese voice acting. That's a big one. And I forgot what else extras they're adding in, but it looks really good though. If I didn't have the PS4 version, I would be excited to get that. Dragon Quest Builders is coming out in July 12th, and Dragon Quest Builders 2, sorry. And I played the first one, and I enjoyed it much more than I think I should have. So I'm excited about that one. Assassin's Creed 3 is coming out. That's coming out in May. I guess I heard the rumors, but I heard that was one of the more boring Assassin's Creed, so whatever. Grid Auto Sports is coming. That's a realistic racer. That's also an interesting game to see on the Switch too. Nintendo's getting a lot of these third parties, like Assassin's Creed, and also the Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is coming too. So these are games I'm so used to seeing on the other platforms that it's very strange to see on Nintendo again. It's weird to see Nintendo become relevant, saying I feel like these games have a chance to sell well on this system, especially the sales of that system. So all these different people buying the system have a chance to pick up these games. So this is doing, I think this is a really nice churn from Nintendo. What else am I missing? There's only a few games left that I found interesting. This is all my opinion. Bloodstained looks really good. I was excited about that. I played the retro one that they had. It was really fun. I was really surprised by that. And Daemon X Machina had a demo out. I'm playing that currently, so it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem bad. Seems interesting. A lot of stuff going on in that game, so it's easy to control so far. I've only played a few minutes, but it's easy to control, so it seems pretty cool. And finally, I think I want to talk about is Astral Chain, and that game came out of nowhere. It's made by the Bayonetta creator Hideki Kamiya, and I think the guys from Nier Automata are helping out too. So it looks really good. I thought it was Xenoblade Chronicles X 2, but it's not. It's a completely different game. So I am really excited to see it. I'm sad that we did not get to see Bayonetta 3, but Platinum has been busy for a long time now. So with that, I'm just going to leave that there. Maybe I'll talk about this again later, but it was a good direct. It was a really good direct. Unfortunately, I'm kind of sure we won't see one for a little bit, but this was a really good one. It's kind of like an E3, and we're getting these games in the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? It's not too far from each other, and I'm missing out on plenty of games that they showed during this presentation. But it's a lot of good stuff. It's really good. Really glad to see all the content that they have prepared for us for these next few months, and I got a good feeling that this fall to the winter is going to be looking really good too. because we missed out on Animal Crossing and we missed out on Bayonetta, which it's probably not coming out this year. And what else is there? I'm missing something. Metroid's not coming out for a while. The Metroid Prime trilogy thing that I got a feeling that's going to come out during the summer to the fall and so forth. So there's other stuff coming out that I'm confident they haven't showed off. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm excited. I'm excited about what they showed off. Well, thank you guys for listening and have a wonderful day. Thank you.